What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the video. I'm gonna keep here. Once again, I do make streams like every single day on twitch.tv/SAMBALL49 Samball49. So if you're ever up around the hours of 4 a.m. EST or 10 a.m. EST when I end, you can always go check it out over there. So I'm going to Celestial Colonnade here. I'm going to get a good look at our opponent's hand. The reason I'm doing this is because I can always Magma Jet next turn, so I don't know if the 2 life is that necessary. Sneak attack Elvish Mystic, alright. I'm definitely not planning on letting our opponent sneak attack us. So our plan here is to kill the Elvish Mystic with a Magma Jet. Just gonna kill it right away. Hopefully dig a little deeper into our deck for the combo, or for something that can kill them. So far, Grandmaster is gonna go on the bottom. We already have a Chandra, so that's gonna go on the bottom as well. So we get to bottom 2 good things. We could play a Phyrexian Metamorph this turn, but I have a feeling that they're not gonna do anything too worthwhile here. Dismember, interesting. So hopefully they play a creature next turn so we can Flame Tongue Kabu. If not, we're going to Chandra +1. Try to get to 7, I guess, as quickly as possible, so to speak. I mean, right now we're just playing blue or red control, except our deck's not insanely good. No counter spells really hurts us, and having to combo out to win also really hurts us. I guess we could Chandra? I guess we can just Chandra over like 20 turns and kill them that way. We'll see. I imagine they're going to get some sort of red land here to then play sneak attack. We have no way to effectively deal with sneak attack though, so that's kind of a problem. Now, on the bright side, we do have Chandra 0, so we are going to get to play stuff off the top of our deck. And since we're already at 4 lands, there's only like one thing we can't play, which is Inferno Titan, basically. I guess we can't like straight up cast a Riftwing Cloudscape. We can pretty much do everything other than that. I'm 100% expecting sneak attack here. Now the problem, obviously, with having a Chandra out and them having a sneak attack is that they can just like all their creatures have haste if they want them to. So that's of course the issue. Alright, we're going to 0 here. I guess I shouldn't have zeroed before I found the land so that I could play a land. Yeah, that was a problem. Alright, that was pretty bad of me. Alright, so one more land and we can Celestial Colonnade. We could have Needled Spires that turn, which is actually the same amount of damage, so maybe we should have done that. Memory Jar, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna 0. For some reason I thought it was like the new Chandra. Okay. Sacrifice Memory Jar. Each player exiles all cards from his or hand. Draw. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to play this. I'll untap this. This would be a very good time to go off, by the way, but we just don't have it. Should we Phyrexian Metamorph Memory Jar? Just so I can, like, try to find the combo? It's probably not the worst decision of all time, by the way. Now the problem obviously is that they're going to Memory Jar, find stuff, and sneak attack us. Or at least that's their plan. That is at least their plan, but if they don't win, then I might win. So we have that going for us. The wonders of Vintage Cube. If they don't win with their stupid card on their turn, we're going to steal their stupid card and win on our turn. By the way, Treachery would have done nothing for us this game, so it's okay. There's a Splinter Twin. I've always wanted one of those. Woodfall Promise. Alright. Well, this is not going as planned. Sneak attack getting the best of us yet again. Nope, kill my Chandra, why don't you? I'm very excited for you to put my Splinter Twin in my own graveyard. I'm very excited about that. Okay, yeah. We're good. We concede. We're fine. Game over. That's okay. Damn it. All right. What can we do here to prevent that from happening? I guess we could Pithing Needle sneak attack. Like that's probably actually good. What's bad? Flame Tongue Cog was pretty bad when your opponents are actually. Wrath of God's pretty bad when your opponents are playing unfairly. Vidalcan Shackles is not bad because like maybe we could steal something if we have enough islands. So I'm actually okay with this. Now another tip for starters when trying to draft Vintage Cube is that all the things that just make stuff broken is good. So like Sneak Attack, Show and Tell, those are first picks because you can just like those are first picks clearly because you can just like draft around them so easily. Channel is another one. Like things like that are just insane first picks in Vintage Cube. Alright, I don't know what we do here. I guess we keep it, but like I'm not super stoked. So we're starting with a Celestial Colonnade into Land, Riftwing, Suspend. Not exactly sure how this is going to end up. Yeah, if our opponent plays an Elvish Mystic, I guess it's not good. Imperial Recruiter definitely has some potential though. So I'm going to go ahead and suspend this Wintering Cloudskate. I'm then going to Imperial Recruiter for a Deceiver Exarch, and then I'm going to use Deceiver Exarch on our opponent's turn in order to tap a land probably. Alright, so attacking means no turn 3 play here, which is pretty good for our opponent. It's actually pretty good for us. I don't know why I said it's pretty good for our opponent. I prefer when our opponent doesn't have any turn 3 plays, let's be honest. Get Taxi and Probe. Alright, I'm going to look at our opponent's hand, and I'm willing to take 2 here. Gifts Ungiven and Xenagos. Alright, I don't know what exactly they're doing with Gifts Ungiven, but it's probably not super good for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and Recruit her. I could just get Phyrexian Revoker and then name Xenagos. This is so good against them. Deceiver Exarch's also pretty bomb. I guess I'll get Exarch because like that way I just win, supposedly. Maybe we just win. Although I might want to play Sword of Body in my next turn instead of Deceiver Exarch. Like, if they just slam Xenagos, if they just, like, slam Xenagos and make a 2-2, then I'm probably just playing Sword of Body in Mind. Actually, I might just play it anyways, even if they Gifts Ungiven. Yeah, so they're playing on Gifts at the end of our turn. So they've been relatively flooded, both of these games. Their single cards they've kept have just been strong enough to get them there, though. Let's see what they Gifts for. I didn't see an Unburial Rites in their deck. I also didn't see any, or we did see a white land though, right? We saw a Canopy Vista or Stirring Wildwoods or something, so they can definitely have, yeah, they can definitely have the Gifts Right combo, and they have enough good stuff. Now the problem is if they put an Ulamog in their, if they put an Ulamog in this pile by accident, then their graveyard just gets shuffled in. So you just give them the 2 worst cards in their graveyard shuffles. So that's kind of a problem. We're about to see, though. They have enough lands in their hand to basically do whatever they want. I mean, they could get Sneak Attack and, like, 3 threats, but then you just put the Sneak Attack and one of the threats in the graveyard. You could get, like, Sneak Attack, Show and Tell, Eureka, and a threat, but then you just put the threat in the graveyard. So I'm not exactly sure what they're going for. It has to be some type of Gifts Right combo, I would assume. Unless this is just a Gifts for value. Like, unless they're just trying to draw 2 cards, like, draw 2 of their best cards, basically. And they're just going to get 4 cards, like, whatever, you know, whatever it happens to be, like, Terastodon, Sneak Attack, Mana Leak, something else. Like, if they're just gifting for value here, that's a little different. To 4 cards. Okay, so they search the library for up to 4 cards. They put Woodfall Primus, Unburial Rites into their graveyard, in case you're wondering. In case you're wondering why I didn't get to choose anything, it's because they purposefully made me not choose. Kind of smart. So we're going to attack for 1. We're going to Deceiver on their upkeep, tapping a permanent. Then next turn we're going to try to Sword of Body Mind them. I guess that's the best way to do it. I'm not even sure. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, yeah, so upkeep, Exarch. We know they don't have counters. We know they have nary a kill spell. Tap target permanent opponent controls. Go ahead and tap a Mystic. Now, they can obviously still... Right. So the thing about Woodfall Primus is going to kill a land. It's probably going to kill a Colonnade. They just have Tundra. Natural Tundra. Right, so that's the thing about the Gifts Right combo, is that if there's a specific card you want to put in your graveyard with Right, you just choose the up to... Yeah, okay. So we can't Sword of Body in my next turn. We can copy Woodfall Primus, though. We'd even bounce it back to their hand. What if we just, like, bounce a land, kill a land? How good is that? Just, like, totally set them back on mana? Do we really... I guess we do kind of care about this Primus. You know what? I'm going to bounce a land, kill a land, I think. I think that's probably, like, more important in the long run. Actually, do they have another way to... So what if I bounce this, then I Phyrexian Metamorph, Whiffering Cloudscape, bounce Elvish Mystic, then they're just, like, way far off, and then I can just, like, attack with my Dorks for a while, and then next turn Sword of Body Mind? Yeah, I don't mind that. That actually seems, like, relatively reasonable. Alright, so it lets you pay 2 life, of course, but on Magic Online you don't always have to, you just gotta be careful of that. Alright, I'm gonna bounce an Elvish Mystic. None of their lands come into play tapped, or else you could bounce those, but Elvish Mystic's basically a land that comes into play tapped. And costs them mana, so it's kind of good there. Alright, so next turn I have Chandra to ping the Elvish Mystic, or I can just Sword of Body and Mind and, like, probably kill them. Again, Sword of Body and Mind milling them 10 is pretty good, especially since they don't even have Unburial Rites anymore. I could also just, like, Chandra shoot the Elvish Mystic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They need 2 more to get to Woodfall Primus. Yeah, I think if I just Chandra, I win the game next turn, so I think I'm just going to Chandra. So basically what this does is it means that it's very, very hard for them, if not impossible for them, to Woodfall Primus next turn. And then even when they do Woodfall Primus, they're still taking a bunch from my Whiffering Cloudskates. And then even if that somehow gets dealt with, they have a Sword of Body Mind of mine to deal with. As of now, they have to deal with Chandra plus Inferno Titan, which is pretty difficult. Sylvan Carotid. Yeah, we should be able to figure this one out now. Now, when I say that, I historically am like 0 for 100, but I somehow say it, I for some reason say it a lot anyways. I can't figure that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope this is a land, kind of, yep. Alright, we're going to attack with everything. Oh, I didn't take that into account. I'm just going to attack with these two. That was really bad of me. Oh, this is reach, doesn't it? Oh my god, I just played horribly. That was the worst play of all time. Wow, how am I so bad at Magic? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know how I'm this bad at this game. Alright. We just punted, but I don't know if it's going to matter exactly. So I think that's okay, but you should still never punt. Like, for everyone watching at home, don't try to punt. But I don't think our punt is going to have mattered that much. It could matter, right? If our opponent, like, channel Ulamogs us, then we're dead. Or, like, Redland Sneak Attack Ulamogs us, then that also sucks. But, you should definitely try not to punt. I mean, I actually think we beat Sneak Attack Ulamog at this point, so I'm not too worried about that, but obviously it's something that we should have just played well. So the way to win the game that turn is just sort of body and mind up one of the cloud skates. That's not the way to win the game. What's the best way? So they're at 8. Yeah, they're at 8, right? And we have Riftering, Deceiver X Arc, Imperial Recruiter. If we attack with everything, they take 3 going to 5. What if we sort of body and mind, making them taking 5, go to 3, and then Lightning Bolt? I mean, we just had them dead, basically. So as soon as we zeroed Chandra and saw the land, we could have Sword, Lightning Bolted, killed them. So they were dead last turn. They're trying to figure out ways to not be dead this turn. I have a feeling they are going to be dead, but who knows. So once again, like, so I just wanted to shout out everybody from SeemsGoodMagic that's been super supportive over on Twitch. I remember the days back when we only had 100 followers, 200 followers, 300 followers. We're all the way up to about 1,500 now, so we're doing pretty well for ourselves over there. Trying to make a go of it, averaging over 100 concurrent viewers. So if you'd like to stop by sometime, I definitely recommend doing so. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'd like it. Now, one of the things I'm working on is when I get to 2,000 followers, we're going to have an hour of Devastation and booster box giveaway, along with some other stuff going on. Maybe a 24-hour stream, maybe a 36-hour stream, something like that. So it's all going to be for charity as usual, of course, I think. So I'm very, very, very happy with everything going on over there. I'm proud. I'm very proud of like everyone that's been kind of helping me put stuff together, helping me do things. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody over there, and let you know that that's definitely where you can find me on a daily basis if you are looking for somewhere to get more Magic the Gathering content by me, Sam Rubin. Also, I wanted some feedback on the Thursday videos. The Thursday videos are something that when they started like 2 months ago, started out getting a ton of views, but the traffic wasn't consistent. And what I mean by that is that people were so used to draft content that they'd click on a video, and then they'd kind of... Woodfall Primus, okay. And they'd kind of be like a little upset it wasn't a draft, and they'd sign off. And now it's just getting less and less views, but I think it's like very good content that we're making. So if you have watched any of those videos, if you haven't, just go click one. They're like 3 to 10 minutes. They're not very long. They're not going to take too much time out of your day. Go click one, watch it, let me know what you think. And as always, I'll try my best to respond to you down in the comment section down below. So our opponent Woodfalls gets rid of our Sword of Body and Mind, and then they're just dead. I would not like to redirect. And we got him. Alright, so we're going on to game number 3 here. Why did I say round number 3? Harsh Mentor could be good, although this doesn't get Planeswalkers, right? Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. Raging Ravine's probably not good. Tangle Wire's probably not good. I think we just run it back the way it is. I still think we don't need a Wrath of God, and Soulfire Grandmaster is not as good as Treachery, because we would have just Treachery the Worldfall Primus, but what can you do? Now, this hand is not good. Our opponent did go in the Mulligan Spin Cycle. We're going to follow them. And this hand is good. We're going to keep this one. Ben Quamo now mulliganing down to 5 cards, deciding if they want to go to 4. They don't. We're going to bottom a land. We have everything that we need. We have double red, we have double blue, we have double white. A Johnny Vengeant is much better than an extra land, so I'm happy that that happened. They play like a Sylvan Caryatid. I wonder if we do that, or if we just name like Sneak Attack, or if we just name like a Planeswalker. I actually don't know. It entirely depends on what happens next turn. Alright, we're gonna go get... Actually, we already have a Tundra in our hand, so we don't have double blue. I lied. I thought we had double blue. It's alright. We have enough for a Johnny. Okay, we have everything we need. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll Tundra here. And I'll just prepare to like Magma Jet something if they play it. No reason to like Pithing Needle something random here. Fintorn Elves. That is something that we like would have named, but we just don't have to name it now because we can just Magma Jet it. There's no reason to Magma Jet the face. It's gonna be fine. Alright, Blue Land on the bottom and Oblivion Ring on the bottom as well. I think we can deal with most permanents. Oh, wow, Soulfall Grandmaster, how lucky. How lucky. Jeez. Unbelievable, you know? Like, you just draw sometimes just draw the best card in your deck, which just happens to be a Soulfire Grandmaster. If they, like, play a Xenagos or something, this actually is really good for us. This is hilariously good for us if they play a Xenagos. Now, the reason it's hilariously good for us is, of course, we get to play a Chandra. We get to do one to them and one to this. We're gonna direct that one to Xenagos. And then we're going to go and kill Xenagos. So that's why that was hilariously good for us. We don't have to spend any dumb Pithing Needle nonsense. We just go kill it. Sorry about that. And now we can spend our time Pithing Needle something more important, like a sneak attack or whatever. They're obviously going to attack our Chandra here, but they're going to lose in like the back and forth, so I'm not too worried about that. I can also just like tap it down with the Johnny Vengeance next turn. I could just bounce it. Maybe that's the best play. I don't know. I guess I'll zero. I want to see what's on the top of my deck. Oh, I shouldn't have played a land if I was going to zero. Wow. You were watching somebody very bad at Magic try to scrabble together a cube deck here. This is probably miserable to watch. I apologize for that in advance. Actually, no. I'm not apologizing in advance. I'm apologizing now. Take that. Alright, so shout out to Soulfire Grandmaster for getting in the beats. We do have a Johnny Vengeance plus Chandra here. They do have 6 lands. It's also kind of annoying. Don't they just know that that's going to die? Alright, I want to know what's in their hand. Might as well just take life. Woodfall Primus. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure this doesn't tap under your next controller's on tap step. I'm going to attack with everything. Next turn, I'm going to keep the forest tapped and bounce the Stirring Wildwood with my Phyrexian Metamorph copying Rift and Cloudscape, so they definitely can't do anything. If they draw something really dangerous, I can always Pithing Needle it. I might even just Pithing Needle Sneak Attack randomly. Show and tell. Alright, whatever. Why can't I select this? I'm so confused. Oh, because they come in at the same time? Maybe I shouldn't have done that then. What? You may have Phyrexian Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or creature on the battlefield except as an artifact. Right, I'm trying to click and it's not letting me click. I'm so confused. What's the problem here? Oh, that already happened, okay. Did my Moto just like go crazy for a second? So they're gonna kill one of these. I'm then going to bounce the Woodfall Primus. Now, obviously, they can just draw 2 more lands here or whatever, but I'm not super concerned about that right now. I can definitely just consider like Pithing Needle Sneak Attack. Actually, I'm going to 0 here. I think that's way more important. If I find a land, I want Inferno Titan. If they draw a Sneak Attack off the top, they draw a Sneak Attack off the top. Alright, we got there. Round 1 in the books, on to round 2. See everybody there. Thank you so much for watching.